Did you get this from?
From the junkyard.
On Chrome, Mike, it is absolutely astonishing because not only does it remove the rust, look at that, Mike.
That's pretty good.
And Mike, just feel how smooth that is. Isn't that fantastic?
That's like a brand new bumper. Okay. That is pretty good.
Come with me.
Ooh, patio furniture after a long winter. Does this look familiar?
Yeah. Mike, remember with Astonish, you simply wipe it on and then simply wipe it off.
It does.
Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Randall's Comics. And hope everyone's having a wonderful week, a better week than that CEO that got caught on that kiss cam. Anyway, tonight I want to discuss shopping on Whatnot, or to be honest, with any internet website, and maybe some precautions you should maybe be taking before you go on there. So anyway, the first one I do is do your homework. Look at the potential buyers and figure, like as far as the thing, they have different sale things on Whatnot, and maybe selling X-Men, Spider-Man, so on and so forth. Figure out, say, hey, if you're interested in a certain title of a book like X-Men, like I said, just kind of do your homework, do your research, and also look into the seller and see if he's looking at his review, not just on Whatnot, eBay, Amazon, so on and so forth. See if they've had any complaints in the past. Step 2. Remember, you're on the internet. Treat the internet like the nasty truck station bathroom that it is. I mean, the internet can be useful, but it can be very disgusting. Protect your personal information. Don't overshare on the. They have like little chat rooms and chats on Whatnot as far as when you can talk to other people or other individuals. So, like I said, just protect yourself when you're on the internet. Know the value of what you're buying. Make a list of the books you want and get a general idea what they go for as far as fair market value. Sometimes when you're going in blind, you may end up paying more for a book than you initially intended. Step 4, don't FOMO. Fear of missing out, it can cause you to overbid for a book, especially when you see other buyers start bidding for a book. You may get caught up in the fever. So you may think this is maybe the last time I'll be able to get this book, and you may get caught up in it. So like I said, don't FOMO, don't overbid, keep it under control. Step 5, budget. Have a set amount of money that you're willing to spend and don't go over that amount. If you got 10, 5, 10, 20, set that amount and don't spend any more. So anyway, those are my little 5 tips that I would want to share with y'all. So now that we've learned to shop safe, let's see what bargains I were able to find on Whatnot. Let's take a look, shall we? All right, let's get started with my Whatnot grabs. And our first is Batman Family number 19, published in 1978. And of course, it's Batman Fights the White Bats. I guess it was shown to be someone else, but it wasn't a white bat until actually it was a white bat. But yeah, it was a hoax at first. Anyway, then we have Daredevil number 182, published in 1982. You can tell I got a little bleed through on this one on the inside cover. Like I said, Matt Murdock is distraught over the death of Elektra and actually wants to dig her body up, which is kind of strange. Punisher's also in this issue. He's in jail, killing prisoners, continuing his punishing ways. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 856, Last Remains. I've been wanting this cover, so yeah. I had to grab that one. Then we have Uncanny X-Men number 173. Like I said, the X-Men have been poisoned, and Wolverine and Rogue have to save them. All right, let's hit the reset button. Next, we have X-Men number 186. This is pretty much where Rogue loses her powers, and like I said, she's in Dallas, Texas, and she gets in contact with Forge, who tries to help her. Actually, Forge created the weapon that took her powers. Then we have X-Men number 185. Right there. And of course, like I said, the government is out with their new weapon to try to get Rogue's powers, but they actually end up getting Storm's powers. Then we have X-Men number 170. Nice cover there. Storm fights the Morlock leader, Callisto. Then we have X-Men number 167. And in this one, the New Mutants, the Starjammers, and X-Men join together to save Professor Xavier, who's been infected by the Brood. Then we have X-Men number 151. Kitty Pryde's parents yank her out of the X Academy, only to enroll her in Emma Frost Academy, which is a front for the Hellfire Club. Control Alt Delete. Then we have Hulk number 248. Nice cover. And Hulk is attacked by the Gardener. I hope he's not using a Roundup. Hopefully. Then we have Hulk number 249. Of course, he's attacked by Jack Frost. That one right here. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 254. Like I said, the Hobgoblin's battle wagon has been pulled out of the Hudson River and stolen by Jack-o'-lantern, and Spider-Man's tracing him with a Spidey tracer. And last but not least, I won this from the Comic Tom website. Venom Lethal Protector number 2, variant edition. All right. And that does it for our Whatnot Graphs for tonight. And as for what do you think about shopping for comic books or other products online? Let's talk about that in this episode of All right, that concludes tonight's episode of Randall's Comics and hope you've found something useful that I brought to you tonight. And if you do, please smash that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I come out with new material. And like I say, when you go online, just like I say, buyer beware, protect yourself. And as we like to say on this channel, peace, and let's dip this Spider-Man in some fish grease. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Take care.